Hello guys, today we are going to dive into methods or functions. So we're gonna do some exercises regarding functions, and I'm going to go for a new class, and this class is going to be EX30. Alright, and I'm going to write the main method. Next is main method, which is public static void main. Okay, and the idea here, I'm just thinking of doing something like, for instance, if you type numbers 1 2 3, then the program should add these numbers and give us 6, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 6. So how can we write a program that does this, exactly this? So I'm going to write a function to do this, and we are going to call this function on our main method. So because all programs start from the main method, I have to write the main another function or method, and use this main method to call the function that I'm going to write. So here I'm going to put a scanner, because we need a scanner for a user to be able to type a number 2-digit, for instance like 1 2 or 1 3, then we get the total of those numbers. So this scanner, and then let's organize our inputs. Control Shift O. Yep, I missed new here. Alright, and then we ask the user to enter a number with the 2-digit. Yeah, I'm just asking the user to enter 2-digit, because if you enter 1 or 2, then you get the reply should be 2 or 1, because it's only 1 digit. But if you add like 1 2, then we get 3 3 4, we get 7 7 1, we get 8, just like that, to add and give us the sum or the total of the number. And then I'm going to give this a variable, let's say int value, which is equal to input. We're using our scanner input dot next int. Okay, and then I'm going to print now. I'm gonna use the string builder as always. String builder, and I'll pass string builder class here, new string builder, and then I'm gonna say the sum of digits 4, and then we append, let's append the value, append a value, and then we append again is, it's a string, give it a space a bit so that it will become readable. And now we have to append the function here, because that's where we're going to call this function within our main method. So I'm gonna say dot append and then I'm going to append. I have append this, and I'm going to give the name of the function, let's say, because I want to add the digits, then say sum my digits, sum digits, it's digits, and as you have noticed, this method is not created yet and it's undefined, so we have to create this method or function, whatever you like to call it, and here we pass the value that we get from the input here. So I have to pass the value here. So, and this value here, this is going to print this value that we type here from the keyboard, and then it's going to say is, then you pass the value on this, okay, and then we turn the whole thing to string. And as you've noticed, it doesn't give me any option because it doesn't really understand this first, because it's not created. And now we have to create that function. Control Shift format first, and then we create. If you want to create another function, you cannot create a function within this main method because this is completely different method. So we have to write this method here in different. So I'm going to call this public, and it's going to be static. It can be called in anywhere within our program, and the data type is going to be int sum, and it's going to be sum digit because that's what I typed here, sum digits, sum digits, and because I passed a value here, and then I have to type the data type here, and here it depends on which kind of data type I'll pass, but I'm gonna say long in. Okay, and now it's complaining I have to add return type, and here we want to return the sum, so we have to do some calculations here and return sum, and so that when we call it here, when we append it here and call this function here, then we get the answer from here. So I'm going to say there's some simple logic. First I want to create a temporary number, int temp, and this temp number I'm going to use I want to make sure that the number, that if the user type negative, then it's absolute number. So I'm going to use this class called math.absolute, and I will pass the number which is n here. Okay, and also I would like to typecast this to int because I'm receiving int here, and this is long. As you have seen here, this is long. I'm passing long here, but I need to convert the whole thing to int, and we have done this and we have discussed this before. So we have to do here, you have to just type int, and now it's converted to int, and now we have this temp here as a temp, and I need to create another variable sum, and this sum is going to hold 0 at the moment. It's 0, and so the logic here is going to be very simple. We use for loop, so you can see now we are using all what we have done before within a method. And the first thing I'm going to pass here is semicolon, and I'm going to pass the temp and say not equal to 0 semicolon, and then we take temp, we divide it by 10. Okay, curly brackets here, and then I'm going to type int remainder. I'm going to use the module of temp, the sum, it's gonna be equal to remainder. Okay, and then here we return, because our function is complaining, then we add the return statement here, which is gonna be return sum, and then it should be fine. And here we save. Let's save and Control Shift format, and then run this program. Okay, now it's saying enter a number with the 2 digits. Let's say I put like actually it shouldn't be 2 digits. You can put any digit as you like 1, 2, 3, and then enter. Then the sum of digit for 1, 2, 3 is 6, as we expected. So thank you guys for your time, and remember to subscribe and like. Bye.